Hello, you guys. Welcome to my channel. I'm Miley, and today's pick and image reading will be on what you can expect for your month of December. Before we get into the readings, I would like for you to know that you are free to listen to the messages that I channel today through the cards, and I hope that regardless of what you choose, you will make your decision based on your own inner guidance. On the screen, you have the opportunity here to select which of the three piles with the word December calls to you the most, and you may select one or more piles if you choose to do so. Because this is a general reading, parts of the channel messages may or may not resonate. So if it does not resonate, release and do not force it to resonate for whatever your life situation may be at the time you are seeing this video. Now that I've said all of that, if you need more time to determine which pile is meant for you, I will give you more time to meditate on that. And if you don't need any more time selecting the pile that has your name and energy written all over it, then your timestamp for your reading can be found in the description box below. And I'll see you at your selected pile. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hello, my pile number ones. Let's see what you can expect for your month of December. For your tarot cards, you have the Two of Swords reversed, the Ace of Wands upright, and the Six of Swords upright. Either you have already moved on from something in the past as you are entering into the month of December, or when you enter your month of December, pile number one, you'll find that you'll be in the process of moving on from something. There's a new beginning coming your way once something ends. I'm hearing that it's been a long time coming and that this was a tough decision for you to make. But once you make it, you'll find that certain doors will open up for you. Some of you may have stalled your decision on something intentionally, or you really wanted to take your time to figure out what would be the right choice for you to make. And in the month of December, whatever you were hesitating on, you will start to take action on it. From the Six of Swords, I'm getting that this issue that you were dealing with was definitely giving you a headache. But you can now move on from it, and I'm feeling a release in tension from your body, especially in your head. The headache will soon disappear once you find the courage to jump over this hurdle that you have been avoiding. From the Two of Swords, I'm getting that in you delaying your decision on something, you'll receive new information that will help in your decision making process. It's like you're waiting to receive all of the facts first before proceeding with something. And once you have what you need, I'm seeing you being fearless in taking action to get the hard part over with. It's like leaving a long-term connection that you had no intentions of leaving in the beginning, but with time you realize that it's just not working for you anymore. You tried your best to make it work, but in the end, deep down, you knew that this moment was going to pretty much come eventually. You were just delaying it and giving it a chance after chance after chance to, at the very least, say that you tried your best to make it work. You've exhausted all of your options, and all that's left is to end the connection. And this doesn't have to be a romantic thing either. This could be a boss making the tough decision to let an employee go, or an employee deciding that this job is simply not meant for them and they would like to seek a new and better opportunity for themselves when it comes to their career. Or maybe some of you were trying to work things out between a family member to mend the relationship, and you're finding that no matter what you do, it's just not working, and you're finding that it would be best for you if you were to just cut this family member off to protect your peace of mind. There is this sense of you being completely done with something and you're ready to move on from something. I'm hearing that when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you'll know what to do. You will be giving yourself the fresh start that you need. For those of you who are completely running away from your problems and aren't doing anything to change your circumstances, I'm getting that one, you are blocking yourself from an amazing blessing attempting to come your way, and two, certain things will happen that will sort of force you into making the tough choice that you know you have been meaning to make. I'm picking up on this energy of the Tower card reversed, and how no matter what you do, you will find that you are just delaying the inevitable. You can't avoid it. Something needs to happen in this situation that you have found yourself in, and regardless of what you do or don't do, it's going to be hard either way. I'm getting the visual of a parent saying to their child, if you don't clean up your room yourself, I will do it. And don't be surprised when most of your stuff ends up in the trash. And so it feels like the universe is first giving you the opportunity to take things into your own hands and deal with what you know you need to deal with before they step in for you and make certain things happen that will cause the ending to happen, but it won't be on your terms in the way that you would like for it to be. And certain things won't play out for you, but you'll still get the ending that should have happened a long time ago. In the Ace of Wands, it does feel like there is this sense of urgency, like this issue that has been weighing heavily on you has now moved to being your number one priority to deal with and handle in the month of December. And yes, it's a challenge for you to deal with this issue, but once you deal with it, you no longer have to worry about it. And there's something about you dealing with this issue that will make you stronger. It's like overcoming shyness or overcoming your fear of confrontation. You have to take the first step, and the more practice you have with this, the easier it will become for you in the future. But first, in order for you to get there, you have to overcome this challenge first to see what you are pretty much capable of. Only then will you be able to unlock a new version of you that is starting to build a new skill. You can't be scared, or maybe you can be scared, but you can't let your fears take over you and prevent you from reaching your fullest potential. Maybe there are things that you can do to build up the courage you need to face your fears before you have to face it. I'm picking up on video games and how you may have to level yourself up before you have to face the boss battle. Maybe take action in smaller ways and seek opportunities that can help you strengthen your skills so you can feel somewhat ready and prepared to face your fears and challenges. And in the Six of Swords upright, I'm getting that once you face your fears, some of you will feel like it wasn't as bad as you thought it would be, and you've built it up in your mind that this was going to be a big scary thing to face, but in reality you just doubted yourself and your capabilities, because for some of you, you've never encountered a challenge like this before until now. And now that you've had that experience, all that's left for you to do now is to get better at building the skills you need to believe in yourself, that you can encounter this challenge 100 more times and you'll overcome it and win it every time. So don't doubt yourself in the month of December. You're stronger than you think. For your next tarot card, you have the Three of Pentacles reversed, which confirms to me this idea of not wanting to put in the work out of fear that you won't know what the outcome will be. You won't 100% know what will happen next, how others will react if other people are involved in your situation. You're scared of what's to come once you've reached the peak of getting over the hurdle. Will you land on your feet? Will your foot get caught on something and make you trip and fall? Or will you just simply fall flat on your face when you land? You'll never know what will happen unless you try. And again, you may actually surprise yourself in your ability to handle the situation. There is growth that is trying to emerge within you, pal number one, but you are preventing it from coming up. You're playing small when in actuality, you're supposed to be the Ace of Wands and be big and bold. The universe wants to stretch you so you can see how far you can actually go. You have a lot of untapped potential, pile number one, and the universe just wants for you to see it. There is this call to be committed and follow through with what you said you were going to do, but you keep turning back and saying, no, I'm not ready yet. I can't handle this. So I'm running away from it and hope that with time this will all disappear. But unfortunately, the hard truth is that you will keep encountering situations like the one you're facing now more than once. And so you can't keep running away from it, especially since it's the universe trying to give you opportunity after opportunity to finally unlock that side of you that is bold and confident in yourself, that you can handle anything that comes your way. The universe wants for you to learn something from this experience. And so there will be times where you will be faced with the same issue or challenge because either A, you didn't learn what you were supposed to learn the last time this issue came up for you, or B, you've learned from it the first time and are now trying to build that muscle and get better at properly handling the situation. And with practice, you're only going to get better and better. For your next tarot card, you have the Knight of Swords reversed. And pile number one, you really don't want to face what you know you have to confront. Instead of seeing an opportunity to challenge yourself, instead, what you are doing is managing to find opportunities where you can find an out. Somehow, some way, you have managed to find every single exit door in the event that you feel that you need to escape. And I'm hearing that you can't keep running from your problems when you feel like things are getting hard. And I'm hearing some of you say, oh, yes, I can. Watch me. And so I want to help encourage you to not be afraid to challenge yourself. So I am going to pull another card to see how we can help you get through not only your fears and challenges, but also your entire month of December. And so the card that came out for you was the Ten of Cups reversed, for the advice you need to receive to help you face your fears. And what I'm getting from this card is that you are trying to do something alone, which is making it difficult for you to face your fears. I'm getting that what would help you is knowing that you have support from others to help you get through your struggles. There are people out there who are like family that can help you with navigating your way through your fears and struggles. You just have to be open to asking them for help. And I'm pretty sure they are willing to help you so you can have the support you need to get better and stronger at something. You don't have to be alone or isolate yourself in the month of December, pile number one. You have the choice to trust and rely on one person or a group of people who you know can help you during this time. See teamwork as something that can help you instead of hindering you. And it's confirmed in the Three of Pentacles reverse that there is a lack of teamwork, even though that may be what you need to make it through the month. I'm hearing two heads are better than one, and teamwork makes the dream work. Even if you only need emotional support, it's always nice to know that there are people that you know you can trust to show up and support you when you know you need help. But going back to the Knight of Swords reversed, if some of you are a leader in any way, you are responsible for leading a group of people. I'm getting to work with them and not boss them around. There's this sense of you needing to make sure that you are leading by example. I'm getting the example of a boss expecting everyone else to come to work on time and do their job properly, but they come into work late every day, and it's the first one ready to clock out for the day before anyone else is done with their work for the day. There is this air of laziness coming from this boss, like they don't want to do their job but expect others to follow orders and do their job. There is a lack of good teamwork that is missing that could turn the work environment around completely for the better. There's this sense of needing better focus so the team can have a leader that they can actually rely on and look up to. So if you are in a position where you lead others, pile number one, I'm getting to be a little bit more mindful of how your actions can impact your team for better or for worse. And it is up to you to determine the kind of team you would like to lead. And it starts with the kind of leader you want to be. Now, for those of you who are not in a position to lead others, I'm getting that you have to start taking charge when it comes to leading yourself. You actually can handle more responsibility, or the responsibility that you already have, you can handle them. I'm picking up on a little bit of insecurity, like some of you may have the belief that you can't do something for whatever reason, it's too much for you. You aren't there yet to handle those kinds of responsibilities. Some of you may have developed an inferiority complex. You are afraid to pretty much fail, so you don't even bother to try to overcome certain challenges you face. You may be a perfectionist, and that could be the reason you slow down when it comes to taking action. Whatever your reasoning is for being in this Knight of Swords reversed energy, the universe wants to let you know that you are more than what your fears are telling you that you are. And sometimes it takes overcoming your fears to see the truth about something, and that truth in your case could be about who you really truly are without the self doubt, without the insecurities, without the self criticism, without the constant comparison to others. I think that there will be something fun in the month of December, that you will get a chance to finally meet who you are when you stand in your power. You might be in awe with how amazing you realize you can be when you don't stand in your way. You are being presented with an opportunity to learn more about yourself and getting to know the real you, and learning how to work with that version of you more often. For your final tarot card, you have the Judgment card reversed. And from this card, I am picking up on a lack of accountability, not being aware of the role that you play in certain situations, and placing the blame or responsibilities onto others so you don't have to be held accountable. I believe that this card is showing up so you can be more self aware when you do enter into the month of December. If you knowingly or unknowingly have a habit of throwing the rock and hiding your hand, meaning you have a tendency to do things that could cause harm or do damage to something or someone, then turn around and pretend that you had nothing to do with it. The universe is saying that you are smart, and because you are smart, they know that you know better, and so you will have to face being held accountable for the part that you played in something. And sometimes being held accountable is part of your journey to self growth. And so, if you are working with a team, whether it's with one person or a group of people, know that a good team knows how to support each other and also hold each other accountable. And both of these things are here to ensure that a standard is met and no one is getting left behind. And now I'm hearing this saying, you're only as strong as your weakest member. So remember that you are not alone in the month of December, pile number one. You might feel like it, but your support can come in many ways for you, whether it's in the physical world or in the spiritual world. You just have to allow yourself to be open to receive the support that you need when you need it. Moving on from the tarot portion of your reading, the last thing that I would like to give to you, pile number one, is your oracle card message from the Work Your Light Oracle Cards deck. That is here to give you your advice for the month to help you prepare for what's to come. And the card that came out for you was the Keepers of the Earth card that says, You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And reading from the guidebook for your card, it says, you are so supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers, both in the world and of the earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The keepers of the earth acknowledge the work that you have done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet and thank you for wanting to stand for them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It is time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you and your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you are doing. You do not need to go at it alone. Call upon the keepers of the earth to help you in your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receive more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. And for your work your light activation, it says hold the card on your heart and say, I am open to receiving a whole new level of support for my life and my work, and I call it in now. Include any other specific requests here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember to not give up on yourself, pile number one, in the month of December, because it does feel as though you are about to reach or unlock a side of you that has a lot of potential. And I'm seeing that if you stop digging now, you won't be able to obtain the gold or the diamond that you are trying to get to. So keep digging so you can discover the version of you that can shine bright like a diamond. And that is all that I have for you, pile number one. I hope the messages within this pile resonated with you. And if you would like to, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe to follow when I next upload. And until then, I hope that you all have a blessed and wonderfully divinely guided day and month. See ya! Hello, my pile number twos. Let's see what you can expect for your month of December. For your tarot cards, you have the Six of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune, all upright. Immediately, the first thing that I am picking up on is that you either made a quick call on something that was a good call to make in the moment, or you just simply made the right decision that was best for you in the current season in your life. In the King of Swords, I'm getting that you used your brain, you thought about something logically, and in the Six of Cups, it feels like your inner child is in agreement with the decision you are or you will either eventually make in the month of December or that you have already made at the start of December. It feels like for once your mind and your heart are on the same page, which is interesting because sometimes that can be something that is hard to balance and tough to find. But for you, pal number two, I'm picking up that this balance happens with ease for you this month. I'm picking up on you following your goals and your dreams. You have plans. You thought this stuff through. You feel in your heart that this is the right thing for you to do. And the Wheel of Fortune confirms what your intuition is telling you, that you are making the right moves in December. I'm seeing you take charge of your life and putting things into your own hands and taking responsibility for how you want the rest of your life to play out. It's almost like because this is the final month of the year, you're looking back at where you have been the whole year and are taking note of what you want to keep and what you want to discard before you enter into the new year. You're putting plans into action now because who says that you have to wait for the new year to get started on these things? You don't feel like waiting. There are no signs saying that you need to wait. So you're saying to yourself, let's go for it. I have a plan. The only thing I need to do now is act on it. In the Six of Cups, I'm seeing you talk to your inner child and saying, let's try something we've never done before that would make the both of us happy. Not just me and what helps us make ends meet so we can live another day, but something that can make the both of us happy where we are not just surviving, but we're thriving. And so it feels like you are including your inner child in the plans to discover what would make you feel like you're thriving in life. You're looking back at life and seeing what brought you joy in the past and that you could include in your life now. A lot of reflecting is happening for you either within the month of December, or you've already done the reflecting part in the past month and now you're ready to carry out the plan that you have for yourself moving forward. I'm getting that you're changing your destiny and you're changing it in a smart way. You're not doing anything reckless. If you take a risk, it is a calculated risk. You took some time to really think things through and now you feel ready to put your plans into action. You are prioritizing your happiness and what will help you shift out of stuck and stagnant energy if this is something that you have been feeling as of late. You are wanting to shake things up and create change, but in a more peaceful, positive way. This could be something as simple as you discovering or reconnecting with a hobby that you enjoy that brings you peace and happiness after facing a difficult day. It helps you to shift your mindset from, I don't feel like I can make it another day going through the same struggles over and over and over again, to, now that I think about it, today maybe wasn't as bad as I thought it was. Now that I have time to decompress and take my time with the very things that bring me joy in my life, I feel better and more open to face whatever comes my way tomorrow. You shifting out of this stuck and stagnant energy could also mean that you are deciding to change careers. Maybe you've reached your limit when it comes to your growth in your workplace and you're looking for more opportunities for growth, so you search for another job, go to the interview, accept the job offer, and put in your 2 weeks notice at your current job. From the King of Swords, I'm hearing you are having your ducks in a row. You're approaching the change that you want in your life in a more mature, responsible way. And if this is related to your work or career, then you're handling things in a professional way as well. And when you approach your challenges this way in the month of December, you will experience good luck or positive outcomes to certain situations. I'm hearing that you don't need to burn bridges that don't need to be burned. You're not heavily controlled by your emotions this month. I'm seeing you maintaining your composure and thinking one step ahead of everyone. I'm getting that you may never know what's to come in the near or far future. So it's best to not block yourself from a blessing by immediately making reckless, rushed decisions that you haven't put much thought into. Who knows, maybe you leaving something or someone behind in a mature and respectful manner could come back to you in some form of a blessing. I'm getting the example of you leaving a job and ending things on good terms, whether you completely despise the job or not, and your employer decides to give you a letter of recommendation, which could help you in securing your next job. Again, there is no need to burn bridges that don't need to be burned. In the King of Swords, I'm seeing you carrying yourself with your dignity intact. If this is in regards to romance or any relationship that you have with someone that you are considering to discontinue in your life, I'm seeing them in the far future coming back into your life just to express to you that you leaving their life in the mature way that you did really impacted them in a way that has led them to reconsider how they have been behaving in life. And they are grateful for how you chose to go about ending the connection. They have nothing but positive things to say to you, and you are maintaining a positive reputation for yourself. You are appearing as a stable person in the month of December, pile number two. And this does nothing but increase the number of doors that are opening for you to receive blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings. I'm getting that you may never know who you cross paths with. Your next lover may know your ex from years ago, and they may have talked about you, and based on what your ex says could determine how your next lover sees you and question if they should continue this connection with you or not. There is this element of preparing for the future. Even if you don't know what the future has in store for you, it seems as though you are attempting to start the new year off on the right foot, so you're getting everything ready now so you don't have to worry about it later. For your next tarot card, you have the Four of Wands upright, which tells me that you really are not kidding about prioritizing your happiness. You won't let anything get in your way, and that's including yourself. You are taking responsibility for how you want to shape your life in the month of December and beyond. I'm also getting that in the month of December is the start to a new beginning for you all, and there will be this new journey up ahead that you will get to experience, but for right now, the focus is on the present. You understand the impact the month of December will have on your future, and you're taking it very seriously. You're taking the next big steps in your life, and you're doing everything you can in your life right now to be ready to embrace it. You're setting the foundation for success to happen for you. I'm almost getting this energy of you graduating. You've reached your limit in your education, and now it's time for you to move on to the next big thing, which is to put into practice everything you've learned and take it elsewhere with you on your career journey. You've reached a milestone in your life, and you're very proud of yourself for reaching this level. And now you are in search for more. And again, whatever this more is for you, it is connected to your inner child and their desires, as well as what you, the adult, is in search for in this current season in your life. There is a logical step-by-step process that you need to take in order to ensure that you are able to obtain what you truly want out of your life, and you know what needs to be done, and you're taking action on it. For your next tarot card, you have the Queen of Swords upright, which is nice because it indicates and confirms again that there is a balance that is happening within you. You want to make things right or do things the right way. You have both the King and the Queen of Swords upright, and they are working together to create the solid foundation that you are seeking in your life that will make room for the blessings that are on their way, that needs a stable home to walk into. And now that I say that, some of you may actually be bringing a child into this world in the month of December, or this is the month where you are getting everything ready in the home. So when the time comes to bring the child home, it's prepared. I'm hearing the word nesting when a soon to be mother gets the urge to want to clean and organize the home so that way it's prepped and ready for the child to move into. For those of you who resonate with this could be why you feel as though you're ready to start the next chapter in your life and move on from what you've already accomplished. The Four of Wands upright indicates a celebration happening, family coming together. In the Six of Cups, this is something that you want. You've looked back at your past and where you came from and are doing all of the things you feel are necessary for you to do to ensure that you are able to give your child something better. Their happiness is also your happiness. I don't know if it's weird to say, but for some of you, it might not be your inner child that you are working with, but an actual child that you will be bringing into the home and raise. Whether you are growing the child inside of you yourself, or you're adopting, or you have a surrogate, whatever your method of bringing a child into your world looks like for you, you guys will have a system that works best for the both of you. You're ready for this change to come toward you, and you are doing everything in your power to ensure that nothing stops you from getting what you know you want. So you're trying to make sure that you're doing everything right. You will not allow any room for error to seep its way into your life. For some of you, I'm seeing a custody battle. I'm seeing the judge as the King of Swords, and you're the Queen of Swords pleading your case, and you and the judge are on the same page. I'm not saying you'll win, but there is something that you and the judge will both agree on that will work best for you and the child involved. For your next tarot card, you have the Page of Swords upright, but when it fell out of the deck, it was reversed, but slowly fell out into the upright position. And something about that tells me that you're doing things differently this time around and you want to do it right. It's like going back to correct your mistakes before you move on to something else. You can't receive your blessings until you right your wrongs. And as the Page of Swords, you're taking a step in the right direction. You're tying up loose ends nice and neatly so you don't have to go back and worry about them again. This will be a process for you, and you need to have patience with yourself. I know that sometimes when we know that the new is coming, we want it to be here now, immediately, but it will come on its own time during the right time. In the meantime, The big question you need to ask yourself in the month of December is, what can I do now to ensure that the process is a smooth transition from where I am now to where I want to be? And really take your time to think about this, pile number two. I'm getting that you may view something as being delayed, and sometimes things being delayed isn't a bad thing. Remain calm and keep your composure. And again, focus on the present. Focusing and taking action in the present is what will lead you toward the future that you desire. I'm getting to use your head and think smart about the choices you're going to make. I'm getting to approach something slowly and carefully. You don't want to poke the bear. Try not to involve yourself in petty arguments. Carry yourself with maturity. Play your cards right and do things the smart and legal way. I don't know why I wanted to word it like that, but that's what's coming through. Be strong and don't fall for things that will try to knock you off balance. Keep your eyes on the prize. I'm getting that some of you may need to play the long game and have patience. I'm getting the example of someone hating their job and wanting to quit right on the spot and curse everyone out at the job, but they're like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to gather physical evidence and write down everything that I and others have experienced to prove why this place is a hostile work environment instead. And when I present it, no one can argue with the facts that I have provided because they know that I'm right. They know it's the truth. For your next and final tarot card, you have the Ten of Swords reversed, and I'm hearing you're better than this, you're above this. You don't have to stoop down to anyone's level to get what you desire. I'm hearing when they go low, you go high. Make yourself stand out by being different, because I'm getting that when you go low with others, that is a poor reflection on you and your character, and you don't want your blessings and opportunities to be blocked all because you wanted to follow someone else's lead. If all of your friends jumped off of a bridge, would you do it too? In the month of December, really consider how your next course of action will impact the results of your future. I'm getting that temporary relief is not a long-term solution to your problem if you have any during the month of December. Again, there's no need to fly off the handle, act impulsively, and start playing petty games or cursing out at other people, even if it might feel cathartic in the moment. But long term, it will have some negative effects. So, really plan ahead and start preparing now for the changes that you feel are coming your way. Think before you speak, and procrastination is not your friend this month. When you know the timing is right to take action on something, do it. Pull yourself together. You've made it to the last month of the year and you want to finish the year off strong. Past experiences that you've learned from, start applying the new and improved way of doing and handling things. If you know that one way of handling things in the past didn't work for you, start to come up with a new and better approach that works best for you, that is safer, healthier, more mature, and in some cases more professional, because you are entering an era of growth and being able to handle more responsibility, and the universe knows that you can handle this period of growth that you are getting ready to enter into. Moving on from the tarot portion of your reading, the last thing that I would like to give to you, pile number two, is your oracle card message from the Work Your Light Oracle Cards deck that is here to give you the advice for the month to help prepare you for what's to come. And the card that came out for you was the Mintakan card that says longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. And reading from the guidebook for your card, it says, Mintakans are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation Orion. They were the first star beings to travel to Earth and believed to be the original light workers. The Mintakans' home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakans feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Mintakans have an odd longing for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pulled this card, it could mean that you are a Mintakan, or our longing for a sense of belonging and root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on earth to call your own. If so, you are being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself now, to choose where you feel most at home and create it rather than waiting for the feeling or belonging to come. And for your Work Your Life transmission, it says hold the card on your heart and say, I allow myself to be truly here and at home on this planet. I release any grief around not belonging or feeling held and call in the perfect home. I'm happy to see that this was your oracle card advice for the month of December, pile number 2, because it does confirm this feeling you have deep within you that you are ready for something new in your life to enter, and that it's time to do something about it to ensure that you are prepped and ready to receive the life that you know you want to have. And that is all that I have for you, pile number 2. I hope the messages within this pile resonated with you. If you would like to, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe to follow when I next upload. And until then, I hope that you all have a blessed and wonderfully divinely guided day and month. See you later. Hello, my pile number 3s. Let's see what you can expect for your month of December. For your tarot cards, you have the Nine of Cups reversed, the Eight of Cups upright, and the Knight of Cups upright. A lot of cups cards for your month of December. Your emotions will definitely play a big role in the month of December. Your energy almost feels like pile number 2s. However, they were ruled by both logic and heart, whereas for you guys, pile number 3, you're allowing your emotions, your feelings to take control to determine what you want out of your month of December. You go where your emotions take you. And the first thing that I am picking up on is you leaving or abandoning something that you wanted to work out for you. From the Nine of Cups reversed, I'm picking up on you not being satisfied with the outcome of something. You're disappointed. Maybe for some of you, you feel heartbroken. This isn't how you wanted for things to play out for you. It's not what you envisioned when you entered into this new thing. I'm hearing someone say, I'm not feeling it anymore. This could be that you started a new job and it turned out that it's not what it's all that it's cracked up to be, and you're sad about it because you really wanted this job and wanted it to work out for you, but now it leaves you kind of questioning if you should even stay here any longer than you already have. Or perhaps this is a new relationship that you've entered into and you're slowly but surely are starting to see the signs of things that you do not like, and it's making you question if this is something that you are willing to put up with if you continue to commit to this relationship. I get the feeling that something is not as rewarding as you thought it would be. You're asking yourself, is it worth it to continue on like this? Or should I just cut the cord now before I make it harder for myself to do it later? You are reflecting this month, and in the Knight of Cups upright, you are reaching out to yourself and asking yourself, how do you feel? How does something make you feel? Your emotions may have a huge influence on the choices you make this month. If you worked at a job for a long time now or have been in a connection with someone for a long time now, I'm seeing you reaching a point where things are getting kind of stale. The job or the connection doesn't feel as fulfilling to you as it did in the beginning. I'm seeing you wanting to seek change to get rid of this sense of monotony that is happening for you in your life. You want to explore other options to find that spark back that you had lost. And when it comes to romance, this could mean leaving the current connection to be in a new one, or it could mean exploring options that you and your partner are willing to explore together to find that spark in the connection again. Either way, I'm seeing slow action being taken to remove this feeling of dissatisfaction in your life. You want to do something about it, but you are taking your time with it. You're not rushing into something new, and the new thing for you won't come in immediately just because you're seeking something different now in the moment. Take your time. I don't see you rushing into things because you're running high on emotions. You're acknowledging them, taking your time to understand where these feelings are coming from, and attempting to figure out what is the best plan to help you navigate your way through dealing with all of these emotions. I'm picking up on some of you just not being happy with life in general and are seeking ways to find happiness again. I'm seeing you exploring new hobbies to see what brings you joy. For others of you, you could be taking a literal trip and leaving your world at home behind for a little bit to get away and take your time to enjoy what really brings you peace and happiness on this trip by yourself. You are going inward and focusing on the self in the month of December. I'm getting that only you will be able to provide yourself with the answers you seek. Others can give you advice and give you their little 2 cents on your situation, but ultimately everything boils down to what you think is best for you. What is your truth? This is an important time to be open and honest with yourself about the direction you are going in your life now in December, because in you discovering what you are truly feeling inside, you can then uncover the answers you need to get you out of the emotional funk that you are in. In the Knight of Cups, I'm picking up that you are open to trying new things and seeing what sticks. For your next tarot cards, you have the Nine of Wands reversed paired with the King of Swords upright as the clarifying card, and it feels as though the Nine of Wands is representing your energy and the King of Swords is representing the advice the universe wants to give to you, which is that you need to muster up the inner strength to be self-disciplined, to not allow your emotions to take full on control over your life. For those of you that may have a tendency to act impulsively based on your current feelings, the Nine of Wands is highlighting this urge to want to just give up. I'm hearing that when your emotions say that they are done, then you are done. I'm seeing the example of a couple and one partner, instead of ending the connection or working things out with their other partner, they decide to step out of the connection and cheat and search for something new, instead of having that self-discipline to say cheating is wrong and hurtful, and if I truly don't want to be in this relationship anymore, then I should end it before I escalate things and make them worse. There is this urge to want to be selfish and do things how you want to do them without thinking about the long-term effects of things, whether they negatively impact you or not, or negatively impact others around you or not. And I'm not saying to not listen to your emotions if you really do feel strongly about something, but make sure that in the King of Swords upright, you think about the proper way of handling things. If you really want to end the connection, make sure you do so by having the hard conversation with the other person. Don't run away from your problems. Face them in the month of December. That is the overall message that I'm getting at. Acknowledge how you feel, because you'll be able to uncover the truth of what you are actually looking for in your life. And if other people are involved, be honest with them. I'm hearing have some decency, be considerate of how others may feel as well. I'm getting the example of an employee telling their coworkers first that they're leaving the job soon to work somewhere else before they have the courage to inform their boss about this change that is about to happen. I'm hearing that if anything, the boss should have heard about this first from the employee themselves instead of hearing it from everyone else in the workplace. And now it looks like the employee has plans to leave the company and has no respect for others, which looks bad for this employee's reputation. Pile number 3, you don't want to do anything that could reflect poorly on your character this month. In the Nine of Wands reversed, I am also seeing that for a different group of you pile number 3s, instead of doing anything about the changes that you see needs to be made in your life, you know you feel a way about something and you know what needs to be done to get yourself out of this monotonous lifestyle that you have. You are choosing to sit in it instead. It's like you've given up on yourself. I'm hearing someone say, I'm not going to do anything about it. Yes, I am over this relationship. Yes, I'm over this job. Yes, I'm over my life being on constant repeat of the same thing every day. But am I going to do something about it? No, I know I'm not going to do anything about it, so I should just stop or quit while I'm ahead of thinking about the ways I can change things around for myself. It feels as though you feel very defeated in life, and if you've gone through a lot in life, it's understandable as to why you may feel or think this way. You're probably extremely tired and you're being honest with yourself, because you know the kind of person that you are. You know what you are willing to do and not willing to do. Um, in the King of Swords, you feel very detached from life. It's like you're moving on autopilot and doing the same thing every day that has become a routine for you. For your next tarot card, you have the Five of Wands upright, which is literally saying to get up, to get up and fight. Yes, you may feel this way, but again, you can't let your emotions take over and have all of the control over your life. I'm getting that sometimes you have to get up and do things that you don't want to do, but for the sake of doing things right by yourself, you have to do it. You have to push through this urge to want to just bed rot all day, or accept that you're just going to be unhappy with your life for the next days, weeks, months, and maybe even years to come. You don't actually have to accept these things in your life if you don't want them. And if you don't want them, then you should do something about it. It's like the universe is trying to provoke you so you can get up and fight and take action to do something about the stuck and stagnant energy in your life, so you can take back your control and be fearless in taking the needed action you need to take. For some of you, the universe may try to pull a reverse psychology on you to try to get you to do things that they want for you to do, and it works. They may say, well, what are you going to do about it? Nothing. That's exactly what I thought you were going to do about it. And that provokes you to want to get up and do something about it, just to prove the universe wrong that you will do something about it. Or I'm getting that someone may have a coach that has their own weird but effective method of encouraging this person to get up and strive for more. Now, this method of showing tough love and encouragement might not work for everyone, but for those of you, pile number 3, that knows that you feed off of others doubting you and telling you that you can't do something, use it to your advantage, because it's only here for your betterment. It's what will light that fire within you to do what you know needs to be done. I would just say to learn how to manage your fire so you don't accidentally hurt yourself or those around you. Be self-aware of how your actions will impact others. Find the balance. And for your next tarot card, you have the Five of Swords reversed, which definitely confirms what I just said. If you are going to take action on something or end something, make sure that you end things in a more peaceful way. I wouldn't want you to embarrass yourself by doing something reckless. Have the fire lit within you, but learn how to control it. That fire is needed to help you overcome certain challenges that you otherwise wouldn't have wanted to overcome without the fire. I'm kind of seeing a burden being released off of your shoulders once you do take action to let go or change something in your life. This is a time where you should hold yourself accountable for how your life is playing out for you right now. The universe is presenting you with an opportunity to do something about the things you would like to alter in your life, and this is your time to accept that opportunity, no matter the challenges that come with ending one cycle to completely start over with a new one. If there are tough conversations that need to be had in order to end this current cycle that you are in, have them. If there are tough decisions that you have to make that you have been avoiding to make, now's the time to make them and get them over with. I'm getting that you need to rip the band-aid off. It might sting for a while, but the pain of ripping it off won't last forever. I'm seeing someone at their doctor's visit afraid of needles, but mustering up the courage to get their shots done and over with so they don't have to go through this process again for a while. Now is not the time to surrender to your challenges, but face them, because you're approaching the final hurdle that you need to jump over. I'm hearing that the universe is sick and tired for you, and they are just waiting for you to finally be sick and tired so that way you can do what you know needs to be done to move on. They are practicing patience with you. They understand how difficult this is for you. And your next tarot card is the King of Cups upright, which again confirms what I just said. The universe is trying to be sensitive with you because they understand what you've gone through and understand that this may not be the most easiest time for you, but also recognize that they will always encourage you to do what is best for you, even if you think that the choices you have to make are hard. They care about you and want you to care about yourself just as much. And sometimes this means doing things you probably don't want to do. I'm seeing someone coming home after a long day at work and are trying to force themselves to brush their teeth and do their skincare nighttime routine before bed, even though they don't feel like doing it. They have to remind themselves the reason as to why they are doing these things to begin with in order to push through to stay on track of their goals. The King of Cups card is also here to remind you that you always have the universe's support during these difficult times for yourself. The Queen of Swords upright is now here in your reading for the universe to express that they will always tell you the truth, even if it is painful to hear. Or this could be someone in your life that gives solid advice, but is always able to keep it real with you, even when you don't want them to. This could be a trustworthy friend, family member, another tarot reader, a therapist, a mentor, anyone that is in a position of authority that you trust their opinion on. You will be able to receive these messages that everyone is providing to you, but at the end of the day, it is up to you to take the information that you have gathered from everyone else and determine what the next best course of action is for you to take during the month of December. I'm getting the example of someone taking constructive criticism from a friend who is telling them that they need to be strong enough to leave their current partner because the relationship has been on and off for years now at this point, and the friend themselves is tired of witnessing what this relationship is doing to this person, aka their friend. Again, someone or something cares about you and your well-being, pile number 3, and their purpose is to bring certain emotions to the surface so you can remember them and finally deal with them so you can move on with your life. This person or entity is here to provide solutions to your challenges if you ever find yourself looking for help in a situation. I'm also hearing that they may tell you a joke, but they'll never tell you a lie. This person or thing is very protective of you and has your best interest at heart. If you ever need a shoulder to cry on or someone to vent to in the month of December to get something off of your chest, because I can see that some of you may struggle with this month and will be calling on a lot of support. This would be your go-to person or entity. Overall, you are in good hands regardless of the challenges you face this month. At least you know you're not alone, and with your support system you know that you'll be able to get through anything life throws at you in your month of December. Moving on from the tarot portion of your reading, the last thing that I would like to give to you, pile number 3, is your oracle card message from the Work Your Light Oracle Cards deck that is here to give you your advice for the month to help you prepare for what's to come. And the card that came out for you was the Ever Unfolding Rose card that says, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. And reading from the guidebook for your card, it says, the challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to open through hurt and loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act. A life well lived is full of losses and tragedies as much as triumphs and adventures. Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open no matter how much it hurts, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you are going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see it as a blessing, to open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. And one day, in the not too distant future, you may just bless the thing that broke you down and crack you open because the world needs you open. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself like a tender, sweet baby, to wrap yourself in a blanket and trust that mother has you cradled in her arms. The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. One day, not too far from today, you will look back at the transformation and be blown away by the poetry of life. Everything is going to be okay. And for your Work Your Light, it says, everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. And that is all that I have for you, pile number 3. You've reached the end of your reading. I hope the messages within this pile resonated with you. If you would like to, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe to follow when I next upload. And until then, I hope that you all have a blessed and wonderfully divinely guided day and month. Goodbye.